Craig Hoffman, orangefizz.net. John Garcia, hey buddy, how you doing? Yeah, not really. We've probably spent much of the past week together. Tons of video stuff up on his site, CuseNation.com. Of course, you've been hitting us up at youtube.com/FizzFirst. Another media day today, John. What's the most interesting thing you heard from media day today?
Obviously, we're a little bit more focused on the Kansas State media day because we don't cover them every day. But Jordan Enriquez, the 6'11" center, Fat Melo-like, shot blocker, big man in the middle. For them, talked about his recruiting story with Frank Martin, obviously the Kansas State coach, well known for his rants and everything. But he spoke to him in Spanish, assuming that Enriquez, obviously his last name is Enriquez, that he knew Spanish, but it turns out that he didn't. So it was a very awkward moment, but obviously he ended up going to K-State anyway.
Yeah, it's certainly funny to see the lighter side of Frank Martin. His press conference actually not only less intimidating than Boeheim's, but a lot more fun. Coach Boeheim did have an all-timer yesterday, though. That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
after the game. Quote, that's why they make scoreboards. As far as the scoreboard tomorrow, a couple of different factors. Let's start with the backcourt for Kansas State. What are you looking for from Angel Rodriguez and Rodney Magruder, and how Syracuse is going to look to continue?
It's no secret. We've said it all year. Anytime you want to break the 2-3 zone, you got to shoot well, and it's got to come from the guards. Guard play is going to be key. While those guys aren't necessarily three-point shooters, they're scorers, and they can get to the hoop. We saw both of them do that pretty much with ease against Southern Miss yesterday. Granted, it's a different defense in Syracuse, but it's going to start with stopping those guys and then up front trying to control it.
Certainly, and then one of the other keys is going to be controlling Kansas State on the glass. They average 14 offensive rebounds per game. Syracuse certainly got to keep the Wildcats off the glass if they're going to come out, and then we get to go make a trip and visit DA in Boston.
It's got to win in there first.
Yes. Live from the Mario Lemieux statue back there. Pittsburgh, we're here. John Garcia, CuseNation.com, Craig Hoffman, orangefizz.net.